Hello, everyone. This is Mr. D. As educators, there are many changes due to coronavirus. On top of all the changes, we are all trying to ensure the needs of our students, the community, and our friends and families are met. This could be an overwhelming task. It is okay to feel overwhelmed. However, it is important to keep in mind that practicing self care is essential to our well being and the people around us. Brittany Newcomer and Tyrena Kaufman are two educators that have asked other educators and therapists to share what they are doing to take care of themselves during this difficult time. The feedback they received by other educators and therapists was tremendous. Based on the feedback they received, I came up with 5 ideas for practicing self care as you teach during the coronavirus pandemic. Idea number 1 is set and maintain boundaries. What I mean by this is dealing with changes to routines and schedules can be very challenging. Working from home can blur the lines of when the workday starts and ends. Determine a schedule that takes into account a start time and an end time, and your self-care practices and breaks. For example, students often use visual schedules and graphic organizers to organize information. Those same tools can help us process our thoughts and prioritize tasks. For example, when then sentences can help set and maintain boundaries. You might write something like, when it is 10 a.m., then I will take a 5-minute break. Post your when then sentences near your workstation as a visual reminder of your self-care routine and commitment. Idea number 2, reflect on your feelings and needs. It is important to recognize and name your emotions. When you are aware of a new feeling, take a moment to reflect on it. Name the feeling and why you may be feeling that way. Think about what you might need at the moment and in the future. For example, you might say, I'm feeling overwhelmed because there's a lot of new information about how my curriculum will change. I need a 5-minute break. Then I need to write down my questions and identify a person on my team to problem solve with. You may want to schedule time in your day to reflect on your emotions and needs. Journaling, art, music, and other creative outlets can help you process how you are feeling. Take time for yourself each day to do something that is not technology related. Now, this is something I remind my students and other colleagues as well, and myself. Take a walk, sit outside, read your favorite book, go on a hike, exercise, or just hang out with your family and friends and do something enjoyable. Idea number 3. Recognize what is and isn't in your control. With a rapidly changing world and sudden shifts in how we teach, it may seem like there are more questions than answers. This can cause worry and anxiety. One way to gain perspective is to recognize what is within your control and what isn't. For example, you might be learning how to meet the needs of your students who learn and think differently during distance learning, and develop strategies to try to help them. This is something definitely within our control. One thing outside of our control is finding out when you'll be able to teach your students in person again. Consider using a simple T-chart to write down what is and isn't in your control as a way to remind you about the things that you have control over and the things that you do not. Idea number 4. acknowledge moments of gratitude or joy. This is a big one for me. Look for moments of joy and connection and hold on to them. Try writing them down, and try sharing this information with your students and other colleagues. You might write a moment in your journal or jot them down on a note and put them near your workstation. You can also share these moments with other colleagues and students. One of my favorite moments this past week was seeing one of my students lose their first tooth during a Zoom call. Our students and families are going through a lot right now, and these moments of joy and connections mean so much, and acknowledging them could help students feel connected during this difficult time. Idea number 5. Use self-care routines throughout your day. This is a big one. Starting and ending your day with self-care practices can be very helpful. For example, you might start your day with a guided meditation, as I do, or end your day with exercise, like I do as well. But it's important to look for small ways to take care of yourself throughout the day. No matter which self-care practices you choose, remember to use them throughout the day. Stop to reflect on your feelings when you're upset. Pay attention to self-talk. Can you talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend? Remind yourself what is in your control and why you are anxious. Teachers are struggling and need processing time with a lot of these shifts occurring. This can be tough, so I am trying to remember to be accountable for self-care and empathy for those I am working with and for myself. Now, these are just some ideas that I decided to share with you today. I am very curious to get some feedback on some of the things that you may be doing to help you mitigate some of the challenges during this coronavirus pandemic.